Valkyrie, Valkyrie, Valkyrie. What did you get yourself into? That's really interesting. Anyways, Valkyrie just got exposed and it's bad. But you're right, we're gonna look at that. Miss, I apologize to my audience for messaging Asmongold. Apparently, yeah, that lady, got exposed. We're gonna look at that. Let's see if she gets cooked or not. Hopefully she gets cooked, actually.
Well, guys, it looks like there's a bit of infighting going on with the LA streamer clique, with specifically Vanilla Mace here on the left, who you'll see in a sec.
The moment you hear that they're from LA, you just know they have nothing of value to say. A lot of those people, I'm gonna say it.
Second, I'm kind of covering up. Cutie Cinderella right there, and Valkyrea, who is also involved. Because Valkyrea is upset with Cutie Cinderella for things that she said on a live stream with Vanilla Mace regarding racism. And now both Vanilla Mace and Valkyrea are upset at Cutie Cinderella. And Valkyrea is accusing Cutie...
Let me guess. Let me guess. Does it involve white people? It always involves white people.
Cutie Cinderella of being quote-unquote too white. That's right, from...
A classic. How does one become too white? Do I need to be specific? Do I need to have specific opinions?
The sort of people who love to virtue signal and act like they're so good standing on their soapbox. As
oh yeah, Valkyrie be like, there's a war going on. We can't talk about somebody shocking his dog. No, we can't do that. There's a war going on. Well, Valkyrie, racism isn't the problem. There is something going on in Nigeria as well. Are you gonna speak about that as well? Oh wait. That involves Christians. So it doesn't count.
From these sort of very fake people, we see that they're actually totally fine with being bigoted, as long as it's directed towards groups.
The right group. If it's the right group, it's fine. Or they're totally fine with being bigoted when it targets minorities to stand against them, right? There's plenty of instances of leftists being homophobic or racist to groups when they stand against them, right? When black people are more right-wing, for example. Then they have no issue calling them the N-word. When gay people are, I don't know, right-leaning or have an opinion against them, then they also call them, you know, the slur. The F slur, like, the F word. Whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say it, because YouTube doesn't like it. But yeah, you get the idea.
People that they deem it's okay to be bigoted to. Before we watch Valkyrie's clip, though, we need the context by returning to this clip of Cutie Cinderella and Vanilla Mace, as this is what set all of the events in motion. But in case you're not familiar with Vanilla Mace, let's also do a very brief recap.
I have no idea who that is. Yeah, do a recap. I have never heard of that. I know Cutie Cinderella is Ludwig's girlfriend, I think.
Into how she went viral somewhat recently. Now, you might recall Vanilla Mace for having defended Hassan's abusive behavior towards Kaya, and it was driving her crazy.
Oh, never mind. Get fucked.
She had this to say.
Yes, I saw the Hassan drama. It makes me want to go like this.
Yeah, wow, lovely.
That's a good. That's a face I don't want to see again.
It drives me insane. People just literally, okay, so there's a video of
there is now videos
of Kaya, Hassan's dog. She's sitting in her dog bed, and Hassan's like ranting about something, and then Kaya gets up and he's like, Kaya, like, lay down, like, lay back down. And then Kaya yelps, and then he's like, Kaya, like, what? And then, like, whatever, Kaya lays back down.
He reaches for something, then she yelps.
And then, and then all the fucking Hassan, like, people that want Hassan fucking dead were like, he used a
Nobody wants Hassan dead, but we want him to be held accountable and banned.
shock collar and he's abusing.
Well, I wouldn't say nobody. There's probably some deranged motherfuckers that are just like Hassan and want him dead. But, yeah. Regardless. I personally don't want him dead. I just want him banned. Held accountable.
His dog. And then everyone's just like doing all this. Everyone is literally, and it's not even the fact, it's just like the fact that people are going through these, I'm seeing these insane lengths about, like, the lengths that people are going to see. They're like editing his picture and turning up the fucking contrast where he showed the collar to be like, no, look, he put tape over it to fucking.
No, he literally did put tape over the collar. Like, this
Yeah. The manufacturer confirmed it. He put tape over it. The manufacturer confirmed that this is a shock collar. Other sources have confirmed that he has a shock collar, at least. The worst situations were, right, the tail pulling and telling his previous dog Fish that he will kill him, right? We have that as well. You don't do that to your dog. The moment where he finds it funny that another previous dog bites Kaya. I think this is pretty obvious what's going on here.
is not some crazy conspiracy theory like you're trying to make it sound like. He actually did do that. It's crazy. Well, the crazy part is people like her rushing to defend Hassan and then being wrong about essentially everything that they said in their damage control.
I'm like, hey, why do you, and it just, it blows my mind when people care so much about something like that when there's so many worse, more ridiculous fucking things.
Again, this argument, there's so many worse things, so we can't be talking about that. Like, what is this argument? Well, in this case, nobody can do anything because there's something going on. You can't celebrate your birthday. There's a war. You can't cry about the death of your parents, family member, pet. There's a war. Like, shut the fuck up. Why do they? I can again put it like that as usual. You get the idea. Why do they always look like that? Why can you? You can always tell somebody. Not always, okay. Not always. I have been proven wrong recently. But oftentimes you know what opinions they have by looking at them. Oh, almost always. Almost.
I'm like, what?
It blows her mind that people care about animals and they don't want to see animals get abused. What kind of crazy thing is that to say? How does that blow your mind? What's wrong with you? And then making the same argument that Valkyrea tried to make. Oh, like, oh, there's worse things going on, guys. Why would you care about this dog? Like, actually disgusting. Anyways, that's just a little...
You could literally reverse that, right? You could literally reverse that. Why care about what's happening in Gaza? We're facing a climate crisis, right? Why care about that? Doesn't matter right now. We need to save the planet. Why care about what else is there? Nobody cares. Why care about Gaza? They're cutting down the Amazonian rainforest, the lung of this planet. Why would I care about that? Let's fix that first. Same argument. Climate change is literally worse in that regard.
Bit of context into Vanilla Mace as she went viral recently for that take, and that's the only thing I'm familiar with her about. So that takes us back to this clip from the beginning of the video, and I guess Vanilla Mace, you know, she seems to be willing to defend animal abuse, but she draws the line here where Cutie Cinderella essentially says that she'll try talking someone out of being a racist instead of just like not talking to them at all, which really set Vanilla Mace off.
I'm not gonna.
Which is true, by the way. See, the problem is that if you cut somebody off that, according to our societal values, is bad, then instead of like realizing that this is bad, that they're doing something wrong, they will radicalize themselves even harder, because now their only social circle is the people that think like them. If you cut off, for example, an alcoholic from society, the alcoholic will only be around alcoholics, and you can't change them, you can't save them. Cutie Cinderella is I don't like her, but she is correct. If you, for example, have somebody that hates white people or have somebody that hates black people, I would try to reason with them where that is coming from. Who knows? That might be actually connected to trauma. Who knows? That might be because they were raised a certain way.
Change though. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it, because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not racist. I'm not. Me, I am not. They are, yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like,
Truth nuke. Truth nuke.
I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. That's not how it works for me.
Well, as you just saw, Vanilla Mace didn't have much to say to Cutie Cinderella when they were on stream together, and she could have had a discussion about...
Yeah, well, off the stream, she says it because, well, she can't defend her points. She never can.
This, about what she disagrees with and all that. She waited till she was alone, back on her own stream alone, to address this, and here's what she has to say.
Simply didn't agree with it. I was uncomfortable. Obviously, as you could see in the clips. You know who I am. You know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking...
That you're retarded? Yes, we know. I could tell that from the first clip.
Chatter, and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok, and you don't know shit about me or fucking shit about shit, then of course I'm gonna assume that you're just gonna make the assumptions that you're going to make. But people who know me and know my character and know what the fuck I stand for know how I'm gonna go about this. So I am simply stepping back from everything, everyone. Gonna touch a little grass.
So once again, she
I don't believe you're doing that.
is upset because Cutie Cinderella essentially said that she wouldn't just stop talking to a racist. She would try to talk that person out of being a racist, right? So she wasn't saying that she agrees with them or anything. She's saying she would try to talk them out of not being a racist. And Vanilla Mace finds that so offensive. That's where she draws the line, as mentioned. But when it comes to Hassan abusing his dog, oh, that's...
It's all just virtue signaling. It is also tiresome because it is all just virtue signaling. These people virtue signal beyond belief.
totally fine. Give that a pass. And that finally brings us to the Valkyrie clip. Thank you guys so much for your patience.
Also the people that are like so anti-racist. Have you noticed that their friend groups are less diverse than the supposed racists? Weird.
I apologize about having to like put it near the end here. I mean, I guess I didn't have to, but I really wanted to give you all I wanted to give you all that context first, and now I'm just really excited to play this because like, well, you'll see.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time.
You're focusing too much on the tone. You're less focusing on the message, and you're focusing more on the tone because you can't argue against the message, which is the correct message. Cutie Cinderella is correct.
You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, you know, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know.
Valkyrie, and I'm gonna say this the way it is a racist. Anyways.
And it also is just, you know, you being so white.
Valkyrie is definitely a racist.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
You gotta love these privileged LA streamers shaming Cutie Cinderella for, again, simply saying that she would rather try to talk someone out of being racist as opposed to just like not talk to them at all and just let them go on continuing to be a racist, right? As Valkyrie and Vanilla Mace shame her for that take, acting like they're so much better and they've done so much for people who are not white. And
they have done nothing. Nothing. Zero. They talk all day on their on their stream. They don't do nothing because are absolutely disconnected from reality. They don't know what the average white person is like. They don't know what the average black person is like. They don't know what the average Latino person is like. They have no idea. They all live in their super expensive apartments. They have no connection to that. They're absolutely disconnected. Their friend groups are wider than the widest wall ever has been. That's the truth. These people don't care about you. Minorities need to realize that these people don't care about you. They all have a white savior complex. They all promote a constant victim culture where everything you do as a non-white person is always dictated by white people, and if you fail, it's always, see, you have no agency over yourself. That's basically what I'm trying to say. These people act like you can't achieve anything, and that you be a perpetual victim, when that's not true.
Really what's going on here is Valkyrea and Vanilla Mace, they're just using these groups of people for their own virtue signals.
They're using these people for money. That's what they're doing. It's for money. Let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. Tell me in the comments of all these, like, big leftist ideologues, how many charity events have they done? How many events have they done for good causes? Or for anything? I'm not even just gonna say, because like racism or whatever, right? How many charity events have these people done in general for anything? For women, children, men, black, Latino, white, whatever, Asian. I can guarantee you, none of them have done ever anything. They have not donated anything, nothing. I can guarantee you that.
It's such a pathetic thing to do. They're going to use those groups of people acting like they care so much, but really they only care about them when they can get some, like, moral high ground points with their own weird privileged clique.
They only care if it gives them a benefit.
And just like I said with Vanilla Mace, same thing applies to Valkyrea with relating to how she defended animal abuse from Hassan. That's where they draw the line. Oh, yeah, animal abuse, will defend that. But how dare Cutie Cinderella say that she wants to talk someone out of being a racist instead of just not talking to that person at all? Oh, it's so offensive. It's so bad. And on the topic of Cutie Cinderella's tone, at least she sounds like she's being genuine in what she's saying. Unlike Valkyrie over here, who just put on this, like, fake...
No, not just that she's genuine. She has the correct take. She literally has the correct take.
Fake persona. Like, oh, did I say the right thing today? Did I check the boxes off? Did I try to sound all nice when I said it? So yeah, I'll leave it there. Looks like they're all infighting now, and if you saw my first video of the day, Hassan is also mad at
Classic. Absolute classic. They're infighting, and I love it.
Colleagues for not defending him, so he's all mad at people in his circle too. So that's the latest. The start of the week here on Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you in the comments and in the next one. Have a great week.
I've fully confirmed my take. I think both of these people are full of shit, as per usual. Both of them are absolute full of shit. And Valkyrie is definitely needs to check her racist behavior, because absolutely, dude, how has being white have become such, like, apparently an insult? How did that happen? Again, it's just funny. It's just funny to me. It is really just funny to me. Anyways, hope you like my takes. I will see you next one. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. Take care.